the owner's perspective, from the moment this very, very, very unfortunate incident happened, they have been working very, very, very hard.
For the first time since the Hard Rock collapse, we're hearing from the team that owns the building. Good evening, everyone. I'm Katie Moore.
And I'm Karen Swenson. An attorney for 1031 Canal Development faced off with Newell Normand on WWL Radio in what was at times a contentious interview.
Eyewitness News had the only camera inside during that interview, and Danny Monteverde joins us live from the Hard Rock site tonight with the latest on it. Why did it take us this long to hear from the development team, Danny?
Well, Katie, the development team says it wanted to gather its own facts before it spoke. It says it didn't want to speak too soon, but now that they are breaking their silence nearly 4 months after this collapse, they're trying to distance themselves from this catastrophe.
And 1031 Canal LLC, the owner, the majority owner, entities controlled by the Kalis family, are not general contractors. They're not engineers, and they're not architects. Those are simple, basic facts that people need to be aware of before they jump to conclusions and make accusations.
It begs
1031 Canal Development broke its silence on Monday for the first time since the Hard Rock Hotel partially collapsed on October 12th, and the owners went on the defensive. The first public comments from the company came after what was perhaps the most emotional week since the collapse. First, a tarp on the side of the building blew aside and exposed the remains of a worker still pinned beneath the rubble. Then the City Council announced its plans to launch its own investigation, an idea Mayor LaToya Cantrell has blasted and one that attorney Kerry Miller pushed back on.
Well, I think they've been watching Senate impeachment trials too much. They're a legislative body under the city charter that's very limited to legislative issues.
And in Sunday's Times-Picayune New Orleans Advocate, 1031 Canal took out this half-page ad in which they sought to distance themselves from the collapse. But the ad did not include the fact that the project's owner includes not only Mohan Kalis, the majority owner, but Todd Trosclair of All-Star Electric, the electrical contractor, and Denzel Clark of Citadel Builders, the primary contractor.
Your general contractor is a principal owner of 1031 Canal Development LLC. You don't see the apparent conflict there in making this statement?
Not from that standpoint. It's not uncommon in the construction world that the general contractor
no, it's not uncommon.
Is also a member of the development group.
Right.
And that's what you're pointing out
and
here. It's a simple fact.
I give you that, but...
Now, this was an hour-long exchange between Normand and the attorney for 1031 on WWL Radio this morning. Something else Normand pointed out was that the owners of 1031 Canal would have also had a role in engineering decisions based on what it would have cost them because of the way this is set up. Reporting live on Canal Street, Danny Monteverde, Eyewitness News.
All right, Danny, much more to come.